Okay, let's do that. No long trips. I was looking for one. This is the longest that's available. I guess we can work with that, right? Yeah, start off where we ended. Deliver this to Scania. Oil filters. Stressful but lovely. It's worth it. There we go. Where are we picking this up from? Should be here in this exact area. So let me just go through here and reverse in wherever that trailer is. Still weirds me out that there's no pop-up sometimes. Do you guys play with pop-up on or off? I've been playing with pop-ups on the entire time, that it feels a bit weird when you have it off, but I think it's paying off. I've tried it before and it was a bit off-putting, but I think once you've played the game for a certain time, you know how things work, you know what to expect. It kind of, it's not that hard anymore. Kind of know when you can click stuff and not. I guess the only tricky part would be the rest area, because sometimes the rest area triggers are very different. We play with pop-up off. Ah, nice. So you already know how this feels. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The points. That's maybe something we haven't done. Yeah, that's true. There we go. Good call. No wonder. Let's get everything except the... You know what? Let's get everything. There you go. Good call, Jay. Let's go and leave that. Sorry, job. Let's get a new one. Who was asking about... Yeah, Pomezania is a fictional map based in Poland, roughly, but not really. Still short, but I think maybe we can do a refresh. Force economy reset so we can drive longer. Right? Don't I have the shortcut for it? No, I guess not. Force echo 1. But if I load the game, will the session end? Well, no one's joining it anyway, so let's see. There we go. What is this? Oh, is there a cutscene? Thank you. Oh, we still have the convoy. Nice. Still not disappeared. Good. It is downloadable from the ROX website. It's not in the SCS forums anymore, unfortunately. They removed that. There we go. Shall we take a tanker? Where's a good place to take this one? Yeah. Right. Actually, let me think about this. Is anyone planning on joining the convoy? Because if not, we can instead move to 142. 1.4, the early access version. Because I only downloaded to 1.3 for the convoy, so that everyone has access to it. But if you're doing this single player, we might as well enjoy the new areas, which is I think a ferry ride and unlocks this part right here, if I remember correctly. Something like that. So we explore more of this. Let's give it some time maybe. Let's do a trip over here. Let's see how far we can go. And then let's switch. 50 minutes. So maybe this can be part 2, something like that. Yeah, let's see. It's very good. It's a very good map quality. Yeah. My favorite one-to-one map at the moment. Really feels like a one-to-one map with all the details. Highly recommend it. I like it so much. I supported it in I became a VIP member. You can pay €5 to become a VIP member, and you'll get the early access stuff moving forward. It has that kind of approach where early access is unlocked for VIPs, and then when things get fully released, they get unlocked for everyone for free. So if you want to get your hands on it a bit earlier, or you want to support him, then you can do that way. Optimization is actually very nice as well. Yeah, who is brave enough to join? You guys let me know. Yeah, 142 itself is... What penalty did I have? Lights maybe? Or maybe the lights. Yeah, it's maybe the lights. Right. 1 to 1. Because in the normal map, we have a 1 to 19 scale, right? So the 400 kilometer job you do, you don't really travel 400 kilometers for it. It's cut into... It divided into 19, kind of the scale. Here, even though the job only says 20 kilometers, let's say it takes 30 minutes, it will really take 30 minutes more or less. Quite nice. Doesn't seem to show up as a map module. Right, yeah, this is the free version that I'm using right now, so that everyone has a chance to join in. Close to reality, the scale, but it's still a small map at the moment. Yeah, let's take that one. Which one is the front of the trailer, guys? I think it's the other side, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's go that side. Looks like it will be a bit of nighttime driving as well. Cool. I don't get it either. Might be a bit slow today, guys. Not getting these punchlines from you. Let's see. That looks good-ish. Gotcha, thanks. Oh, that's perfect. This height is perfect for a tanker. I like it. Nice. Okay. What's the ETA on this guy? 18 hours. Cool. Should be a more or less an hour drive. If it gets too dark, we can sleep. Sounds good. There's something so relaxing with the Ford F-Max sounds, huh? I don't know why. It's just probably the handiwork of Krishmo. I totally get what you guys are saying now. Like the muffling. The too much detail debate. You guys remember that? It sounds so far-fetched to think of sometimes. That there's such a thing as too much detail. But in a way, it kind of makes sense. Like for this truck, for these sounds that we're hearing. It is pretty muffled, isn't it? Muffled, but not low quality. It's still crisp, but you just don't hear all the nuts and bolts moving, I guess you could say. It's a very nice realistic way of creating the sounds. So you don't hear every little detail, and that's okay. But you really get that feel that you're inside a truck. So this is one thought of that topic. And the other school of thought is as much detail as possible. Just like Z mods level. All the small sounds are there. Quite nice. No tanker drivers. How's it going there now, Jack? I heard that there is like a shortage, was it? Of lorry drivers? How's it going now? Look at this sunset. Beautiful. Join the convoy. Yeah, I don't think anyone is able to join the server today. So we'll do the trip. Let's give it a chance. Maybe someone's setting things up in the background. And then if there's no one, in part 3 of the stream, let's go and check out 1.4 Pomezania. Police blinked its lights when you enter that facility. I actually got a penalty, I think, at that time because I had my headlights off. But it was already 7 p.m. So even if it was still daytime, the police were expecting me to have my lights on and I didn't, and they booked me for it. They got me a ticket. Even nighttime driving looks nice, isn't it? And this is what I love about Pomezania. And I mentioned this in one of my videos. In Pomezania, wherever you go, the quality is, for me, the same. Very nice, very crisp, very scenic, very chill. In Grand Utopia, the other favorite one-to-one map for me, Grand Utopia has wow moments, right? Jaw-dropping wow moments because of how scenic they are. But it also has those old areas because it's been around a lot longer. So it has those areas depending on where you go. Some of those areas are not as developed, so you kind of see the disparity. You get this jaw-dropping scenic sight in the new area, and when you get to the old area, you kind of notice the old vegetation, the old kinds of prefabs or whatnot. It's not as good. So there is a bit of difference in quality depending on where you go. And as a result, you kind of limit where you go to stay on the good side, the developed side. At least in here, what I like is you can go anywhere and it would feel the same. So even though we're not going to 1.4 areas, the new areas in early access, still an amazing sight overall. And I don't think I've driven here at night. It's quite nice. I like really driving in a city. Very nice. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Alex. We'll see if Blam manages to set it up. NL with Convoy. Those were the days, huh? NL days. But yeah, I'm not really that... I don't miss it that much anymore, I guess I would say. Because I'm very happy with the default lighting. I think that the lighting guy is different from the sound guy. Maybe let's put it that way. And that's the end of my comment. Oh my goodness, it's too dark now. Okay, now that we've gone out of the city, it's too dark. We'll have to sleep a bit. Maybe. Sleep on the side of the road. Let's see if there's enough space in here. Have to be visible on Steam to join. I think so. I am online on Steam, I think. I don't think I'm invisible right now. Shots fired sound alert. Sound alerts don't even work at the moment because of the entire Twitch thingy. Reauthentication thingy. Hey Brian, how are you doing, man? Hey Oiskog, how are you guys? Sorry I'm a bit late to the party. Ooh, there's a map command. I forgot about that. Let's go and sleep it off, guys. Let's see how it works. That took a while. And it's still dark. What time is it now? Did it work? Where's the clock? I might be staring right at it. Where's the clock thingy? 4:06? Why didn't that work? Oh, maybe it doesn't work. Look at how fast the time flies. 4:08, 4:09, 4:10 because we're on the highway maybe. 1 second. Yeah, I tried to cheat, but it doesn't work. 1 second, let's try. Oh, there we go. Why didn't it work a while ago? Okay, there you go. The mystery vanished, but at least it worked. And now we can enjoy Pomezania in all its glory. Take note, this is the free version, so you can get your hands on this already. And let's look at these sides, right? Oh, thank you, Jack. Easing off now, the panic buyers have their fill. Trained 100 army soldiers to drive tanker trucks. So was it a shortage on all types of lorry drivers or mostly on those tankers? Lots of guys probably had their groceries delivered, huh? But it's good that it's settling down now. Which server am I on again? Singapore, supposedly. I think. Is there such a thing as Singapore server? If you're on the friends list, you should be able to join me directly. If not, you can add me. And we'll see how that goes. Blah found me. He spotted the hanging clouds. Awesome. Thanks for helping him out, Alex. Let's see if it works. He found the clothesline. Oh, isn't this the racing bridge platform thingy? I'm not in ETS right now, says Steam. Oh, that's weird. But you found me in the convoy list at least. This is the disappearing bridge. I wonder if it fixed that. Who was it? I think Ark mentioned that there is an update now for the Steam, for the train sounds from Zmod. I wonder if it got fixed now with this later version. Let's get a bit off. Oh, look, there's a boat there. Still feels weird. Car still moving when I'm in photo mode. I am available, aren't I? I checked I was online. There we go. Black can't see me. Yep, I'm online. There you go. Maybe we're not friends. Maybe I hid from blah. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think we're friends on Steam yet. Can you add me there, blah, if that works? Team says you are online, but away. Had what? I see you on Steam Friends. But Steam Friend says you're away, so it says you're not playing ETS. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's weird. So it's somehow it's not synchronized, huh? I don't get it. But you saw me in the Convoy list at least when you switched to Singapore server. Okay, cool. Thanks, blah. Lots of quirks in the MP still, huh? Those might need to be ironed out later on. Yes, password is at all. At all. One word. ATALL. Hey, Ryan. Whoa. Did someone join? That's what the pause was? There we go. That was blah. That was blah. That huge stutter was caused by blah. The beta is... we're only testing it now. But so far, it's been good. Force feedback, the new default force feedback is promising. I like the feedback it gives and how it synchronizes with the engine. When you're revving high, you feel it more. A wild blah appeared. Indeed. Do you have a truck yet, blah? This is a new profile for you too, right? Anything that happens now is Blah's fault, yes. We have someone to blame. Woohoo! Someone bit the bait. Okay, now that I have all the mods and whatnot, you need 2 seconds. You don't have a truck. Yeah, no problem, no problem. So how did you make it work, blah? Did you need to follow the load order? Did you have to download everything, or did the game download for you the mods and arrange the mods list? Oh, hear that engine growl, and yes, my wheel is shaking like crazy. There we go. Starting to settle down now. Quite nice. But yeah, these are the kind of roads that you can expect in Pomezania if you're looking for a chill vibe, a chill relaxing time. This is one of the best maps you could drive. Just don't expect to earn lots of money, in-game money with it, because and XP, the numbers are very low. And the signage, as you can see, very nicely done. And the AI, they kind of work. I had right of way there, and they kind of gave way for now. Get the F-Max truck. Yeah, that would be great. I wonder what kind of sounds I'll hear from blah, because the sounds aren't built for 142 yet, so I guess they'll have some kind of default sounds in there. Rogova. Not sure what that meant. But we're now in Malbork, Bielbark. Clicked on you in the mods list. Showed me what mods needed to be activated or downloaded. You had to click on each one and it opened the workshop so you could sub to it. Once all were downloaded, hit the activate mods and then activate them and you could click join. Wow! So you didn't have to manually arrange the load order. Is what I'm getting from that. That's great. Cool, man. 1 second, why is my wiper not working? Maybe let's put it this way. Okay, this one first. Rain vibes. 2 new releases for Chasing World next week. Oh, what will they be? Yeah, mod order didn't need to be followed. That's great news. Cool. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Because the game should have visibility on what the load order is being used. Poor Bao Bao and Grey Dog, why? Hey Knight, thanks for the follow. Oh, that was a while ago. Someone posted Aloha. Aloha. There you go. Hey 86. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. They did all that profile. I see. Yeah. I think the profile SII would be more useful in different cases. Like for people who are asking for my load order, then I can share that kind of snippet with the load order instead of providing multiple screenshots. Might work. London Underground 1938 stock from Rivet Games and Skyhawk Games DBBR 187. Nice. Are those separate DLCs? How does it work? Yeah. Streamer life, right? Have to keep it clean. Separate DLC. Ah, interesting. And I heard something about Rivet Games. I read in Discord. Was there someone not in favor of Rivet Games? Why? Do they have a such kind of reputation, maybe? It's Atoll. Drive safely. Yes, if you can join, more than welcome to. Be a great feeling having a convoy in a map mod. That's something I didn't think we could do. It was a nice surprise from SCS, wasn't it? They came out with that because they initially said, okay, here's convoy, but no mods are allowed. We'll probably add mod support later on, but they didn't really specify when. And it seemed like it was not top of mind, or it will take some time. So I was really surprised when they commented, when they came out with 142 beta and mod support was there already. Granted, there's still a few hiccups in there, but I mean, that's what the beta is for, right? Let's see. Alright, enjoy your dinner, Ryan, and have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, man. They have a reputation for DS, not so much in terms of add-ons for IC. But Skyhawk is okay. Great. Goodness, so many goodies. So, the way these DLCs work, I'm a bit confused in Train Sim. How these DLCs work with trains and routes. Because a DLC can either be a train or a route, right? If you buy a route, it comes with trains. If you buy a train, it comes in routes. What's the relation? Like, if you buy the BR187, which routes will it be available in? Maybe is what I'm wondering. Didn't really think mod support with Convoy would come. Yeah, same here, Geek Squad. It was a very pleasant surprise. Very nice. Hey, drive safely connected. And I didn't get a stutter then. Cool. I see blood is connected though. Let's see. Let me try and stop on the next... do you have a truck ready, drive safety, or do you need some time? If you're ready, I can find a gas station where we can maybe meet up. Get ready and stuff like that. Chores for you just to get payware mods. 1 second. I have to read that reply. Lawn, clean garage, Mrs. had an endless list of chores that need to... Yeah, you need to balance it out, man. Yeah, I need to balance it out. Each mod you buy has to be balanced out with a good deed for the missus. It's the golden rule. Man, look at this view, right? Oh my goodness, mountains in the entire vicinity and 0 pop-ins. This is what I meant by the top quality. My goodness. That is amazing. In the windy roads, in addition, on top of that, I should have enabled autumn as well, early autumn. Should have added that in. Blah is halfway across the world. Where is he? Nice reflections on the ground there. Happy wife, happy life, exactly. 187 will be available for the Cologne-Aachen route, but Dovetail made it so that it's available for other routes. Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. So it's the third-party developers who make the trains available, and then what? It requires a separate update for Dovetail to add it to the routes, or it's part of it already? So it's like a combination of, it's a collaboration between the third-party developer of the train and the addition of routes by Dovetail. It's nice. Pomezania, definitely one of the best standalone maps. Definitely agree. Want to try Pomezania triple monitor, look at them graphics. Yeah, offline. I think I've done it offline. Yes, driving in Pomezania. Very, very scenic. Yeah, the problem with triple monitors is, it's not the best for content creation, for sharing. And it's not the best for taking photos, because the photos are wide and they're skewed. Because in a triple monitor setup, the 2 monitors on the side are at an angle, right? And it shows in the monitor. It shows in the screenshot. It's not nice looking. You can stop here, yeah. Here in Sturm. Is it the city? This is free, yes. Thanks, Alex. And even the bends on the road, so gentle. My goodness. Third-party loco devs make the loco and the scenarios services. Dovetail does the QA and beta testing. Ah, I see. So when you add the train to a timetable, that's also the third-party developers' responsibility, which makes sense. Here is where we can meet up in Sissy. Probably not how you pronounce it. That's the closest I can get. Nice rainy vibe as well. Alan likes it. I think if it's possible, he's sleeping even deeper now. How relaxing this entire trip is. I miss these days. I remember the days because in the Philippines, when I was still there, we would only have sunny days or rainy days, right? We don't have 4 seasons. And it's like June onwards, it would be rainy season. So you would have lots of these times. And when you're going on a road trip with this kind of rain, oh, that feels good. It's quite relaxing to a point for the first maybe 10 minutes. But then after that, you see the traffic build up, you see the floods, and it's not as nice anymore. Oh, there's a viewpoint here. Let's go and check it out. The good thing here in the game, we can get rid of all those hassles and just keep the good stuff in. It's the amazing thing about these sims, right? Link to the map mods in the mods list on, as always. You can go and check it out yourself when you're back on your PC. Enjoy! Ah, there you go. You mean you feel the same 8.6? Yeah. Nice viewpoints. Look at this landscaping work. This is what really caught me initially when I tried out Pomezania for the first time. It's the landscaping. Combination of the rocks, the trees, the bushes. And the entire scenery looks so real. Very believable. You might call it a fictional map, but don't get confused. The scenery is as believable as it can be. Evergreens. All of them, right? All of them. Yeah. Hey, there's Drive Safely. Cool stuff, man. You're from Trinidad. Nice. What time is it there? Where is he? There he is. Cool stuff, man. It works. It works. Blah is also here. Yeah, he has a Ford F-Max too. Goodness. We can take a photo. It would seem like there are lots of us. It does seem like there are 4 of us here. We can at least fool the YouTube community with this thumbnail, right? Fake news. How do you hide the names again? Name tags. There you go. Adjust lights. Oh, you can add lights in the screenshot. That's cool. You can even change the weather, right? Remove the blur. Ah, oh, super powerful stuff. 950. Goodness. That's what we can do. Let's go for a little bit of narrow field of view. Looks good. Even our color combination is mostly the same. Cool. Can add it like that for now. Actually, yeah, this would be nice. If you can line up like that. Do you have a truck behind you? I'm not so sure. Do we? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Let me also reposition myself while we're waiting for blah. So it like that for now. And then I'll get one more. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, engine was off. Do cars these days still have that? You know, and I'm not sure if that's a thing in trucks. You know, when the engine is closed and when you move the steering wheel, at some point the steering wheel would move like an inch or so, and then if you move it more it would lock, and then to unlock it you would have to like nudge the key and move the steering wheel, right? At some point you will unlock it. I can't remember the exact details, but I remember all our cars had that before. And I'm not sure what you call it. It's like a steering wheel lock or something. So that you can't even do this kind of thing with those cars. Like if the engine is off, you won't be able to do this. Because when the engine is off, you'd only be able to move it maybe that much. And then the steering wheel will lock. Something like that. Anti-theft. It might be anti-theft. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, I can go right beside drive safely in there, I think. That might be nicer, huh? Get beside him. Let's try and do that. Oh no! 1 second. There you go. There we go. Once the 187 comes out, they'll be served as rest in German routes. Oh, that's amazing. Is the 187 a modern train or a classic one? Or maybe somewhere in between? Blah got disconnected again, I think. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries, Blah. Or doing some photo sessions in the meantime anyway. Let's add this guy. This would be Blah for now. The Renault Range T. Let's take one with name tags to show drive safely in there. And let's have one without, so we can fool the guys that it's a 3-person convoy. Make it sunny. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, I like that color. It has like a grayish, reddish thing there. In the olden days, back, you guys remember the 5110, Nokia 5110? I think that was one of the classic models, the time when text messaging became a thing. In the 90s, was it? It was a thing back then, these kinds of special cases for the phone. They call it, in our part, they call it chameleon. When you were moving the phone, it would have a different color depending on how the light hit it, something like that. We called it chameleon back then. It's quite nice. Ah, that's a thumbnail right there. Awesome. Alan's very photogenic. Yeah, there he is. Just sleeping soundly. Alright, let's see if we can do a drive. Maybe, Blah, we can meet you somewhere here, right? Let's see if we can meet up there somewhat. In the meantime, we can go and see how this convoy works. How is drive safely latency? Only 120. That's actually pretty good. Even 200 is, I think, okay. I think that can work too. Oh, Blah is here already. Nice. Awesome work. Can go and see. Maybe let's fly there for now. It's a DAF 105. Is this a quick job? Nice. Modern train, mini freight. Sounds good. First cell phone had a QWERTY keyboard, you mean? Yeah. I became an expert on the old school texting. You know, you only have the numpad, and then number 2 would be ABC, number 3 would be DF, things like that. Oh, there he is. Cool. Let me see if I can find an angle that works for everyone. Actually, that one works. Awesome. Awesome stuff, guys. Let's get driving. Thank you for being guinea pigs with me. Alright, let's go. Is it also raining for everyone? And I think you can use the messaging. Can I read that if it's a message? Oh, there we go. So good job. There you go. So I think I have to have that open. There. So I can see the text. Okay, let's wait here. Let's line up. So there's drive safely. And there's blah. Okay. So now what we have, guys? We have multiplayer, right? We have actual players in the game. We have AI. We have a custom modded map. We have custom trucks. We have sound mods. What more do we need? Checklist. All checked. Remember, we've had discussions before where when we only had Truckers MP. Oh, if only Truckers MP would support map mods. Then we got pro mods with it and it was great. Oh, if only Truckers MP could have sound mods. And then we kind of had the sound plugin, which kind of worked, right? Oh, if only we had truck mods as well. That one didn't happen yet, but now here it does. And all of those are now working here. And all kinds of map mods, as long as you guys are aligned with everyone. That is amazing. That is freaking awesome indeed. It's here, guys. All the things that we were asking for before, it's here. Granted, it takes some time to get here, right? But the system is actually well done. Based on Blah's description, the mods got automatically downloaded, or well, he needed to click one by one to download them, and then they automatically got activated and load order was set accordingly. Very interesting how that works out. Yeah, very nicely done. In the force feedback, your mileage may vary. I think I'm going to stick with this force feedback. I kind of like it. It's a bit more alive. You can really feel it vibrating as you go through these roads and as your engine struggles. It's kind of nice. There they are. I'm looking for the other cars. Oh, there we are. AI. Nice. But relatively speaking, it wasn't that bad, huh? I guess the biggest pain point at the moment is the processing of mods, where you have to wait every time you load the game. There's a workaround for it that you guys devised, a very nice workaround, where you copy your mods out, the ones that you're not using, so that it saves time on the processing. But yeah, it's getting there, it's getting better. There they are. Cool stuff. Do I see them in the map though? 1 second, I should see them in the map, right? My settings aren't saved properly. Not sure if I see them here. I should, I thought. Is there an option for that, maybe? And rain is over. You know what? Let's try this for a bit. Windows down trucking. Some people like this because you can hear more of the engine, more of the wind outside. And so far, the mods seem pretty stable. I get a penalty or is that a toll? You never know. Because the toll is right here, so that might have been a penalty. Dang it. That's one more good thing about these, the no overlay option. You never know if you got a ticket or if it just went through a toll gate. So you can always give it the benefit of the doubt. See if that works for you guys. Yeah, I think it's good. AAA company in a good way. Sounds good to me. So now we can really have pro mods, Row X, Southern Region, Rust Map, the works. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we can continue with this, guys. I'm trying to think how we work with this, because now that we have mods, that means there's nothing stopping me from having a convoy every time. So if anyone is in the mood to join, you guys can. So we can continue our usual trucking streams, right? But anyone, it's a convoy, anyone can join it. If you're in the mood to drive with me, then you're more than welcome to join. But we won't lose the power to have mods enabled. The only thing that I'll have to do is I'll have to prepare it a bit in advance, share maybe the list. So maybe I'll add a, how does this work? I'll probably add something, a new sheet in the mods list. I'm brainstorming, and let me know what you think about this, or if you have a better idea. Add a sheet in the mods list with the actual mods that are included in the MP profile, the profile for the convoy, and their load orders, and where you can download them from. So it's basically like the mods list, right? But it's like streamlined. Only the list that is actually active is in there, and we try to minimize that list. Maybe it's a developing list, right? So it's always changing, but you can access it through the same link. So whenever I stream every week, whenever I'm streaming, you just go there, the mods list, go to that sheet, and you'll see exactly how to join, what mods I have. Sometimes I'll probably have payware stuff, things like that. But if you have access to it, you're more than welcome to join. That can be something we can do moving forward with this kind of setup. I think the only thing we lose there might be the ability to take photos while moving. Might be it. How are the guinea pigs? How are the... Well, they're behaving. They're driving very well. Spacing out very safely. So far it seems to be working. I think it's 8, yeah. 8 players for now. So it can be like a first come first serve basis. Well, we can worry about the max when we hit it, because right now we're only 3, right? But yes, if we get to that point where we have too many players, then we can think about the system, maybe first come first serve, with maybe priorities for the subscribers, the patrons, and then we can maybe think of like a rotating thing. But we'll cross the bridge when we get there, if that becomes a problem, the max players. But it would be nice to have like an actual, how we do it in Microsoft Flight Sim, where we can always have a group flight, and sometimes we do, and it's great. So like I have an agenda, I want to go somewhere, I want to explore somewhere, but in addition we can do it together. So that can be a thing now. Yeah, I'll just have to be. I'll have just have to prepare it a bit earlier, which is going to be hard for me, because that means I cannot do things on the spot anymore. Like a few minutes before preparing, it will be hard for you guys to join if I do it that way. So at the very least, I might have to have it like one day early, things like that. Now granted, if I'm showing something in early access where it's not yet available to the public, then that convoy won't work, but those don't happen every time. So when I'm using something that's accessible to everyone, then you guys are more than welcome to join. So yeah, I hope all the modders get into this. Particularly, I'm thinking of John Ruda, right? Because John Ruda is how do you say? He has a lot of work ahead of him, looks like. If he wants to make this compatible with MP, and I think he would, because it's going to be one big downside that you can't use a rudimentary truck for MP convoys. Yeah, you can imagine. The best truck ever, but you can't use it even if mods are allowed, because your FPS suffers massively otherwise. So yeah, it would be great if he could find a way to optimize that. File environment, 40 million triangles, I know, right? Files environment should work, right? Yes, because an entire map mod works, right? An entire map with custom assets, custom vegetation, and everything works. So if we change some of those trees to make them yellow with early autumn, or say change some of the models, then that should be a smaller change than having an entire map, custom map from nothing that is synced with all the players. So I think it should work. Drive safely in Blood. Do you guys have early autumn? Because if you do, we can try and enable it the next trip after we finish this, just to see if it will also work. Because that's a local mod, right? It's not, you can't download it from the Steam Workshop. You'll have to download it from Grimes. It is in the mods list if you guys don't have it, but most probably you guys have it already. Oh yeah, that's true, Alex. XPS mods, yeah. It won't be in the Steam Workshop, but it's going to be easy enough if you're into modded profiles anyway. Downloading a mod locally shouldn't be a problem. And yes, XBS's mods are fully optimized for this. Yeah. The equivalent of XBS for ATS is Overfloater, I think, in terms of optimization, right? The K100E is one of the most optimized trucks I've seen. So I think that will be a very viable truck for MP. K100. Mach R is very optimized too. Ooh, the list is growing. That's great. Yeah, maybe next week we can try ATS. It will be a bit challenging though, because if we decide to go on the route of having Z-mod sounds, that means only people who bought the sound mod can join the convoy. The rest of Harvin trucks. Right. Try with Ruda's trucks with 2 to 3 people. Right. Yeah. We can try that next week probably. Let's go ATS and let's experiment, right? If it doesn't work, then we can switch to optimized trucks, but we wouldn't know how bad it is until we try it for ourselves. Maybe the 3080 can handle it, most probably not. Yeah, but we can try. Brockway, is that the truck you were driving, Alex? The photo you shared in Discord. Is that a classic truck? Tackling those roundabouts like a boss. These are pros driving with me. That lane is cutting off. Look at the signage, guys. You have all the markings that the road is cutting off way before it does. Look at how many lines, arrows there are asking you to merge before it actually merges. That's how it should be, right? And with the one-to-one map like this, the scale is perfect. Oh my goodness, look at that view. I'll have to find more creative ways of taking photos now, because I can't go to photo mode anymore. It's a bit hard. Getting into the countryside now, out of the highway into the countryside. Brockway truck, basically a reskinned Mac R. Oh, interesting. What is this? Humongous tractor. Doesn't even fit with the trailer. Yeah. We can try. Because we've heard, who was it? Was it Telebones? Telling about that 3080 which got decimated by Ruda MP trucks. But yes, it would be nice to see it for ourselves how bad it will get. Maybe it won't be that bad, and so we can continue. So this week, ETS2. Next week, ATS Convoy. If you guys are willing to jump in on the 142, and I'll try and prepare in advance a list of mods to prepare for in the profile, and that should work. Hey Rook, it's called Pomezania. How are you? Thanks for joining, man. Welcome back. But yeah, we are in a... I'm not sure which version this came out in, which version of the map this came out in, but that's the point, right? You almost cannot distinguish which version it came out in, because they all look amazing. And that's one of the biggest weaknesses, even in the SCS default map, right? For example, now that we have Wyoming, we have Colorado. When you go back to California, I don't go back to California in my profile in ATS. I never step in California because the area there, it's so old compared to the ones they've done recently, and the quality is night and day. So I don't step in California anymore. I stay out of California, Nevada, Oregon. I go sparingly, right? Arizona, New Mexico-ish, kind of okay-ish. But I mostly stay in Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, Idaho, the eastern side of the ATS world at the moment, because of that disparity. And so even if you have a big map, kind of it's not that big when you filter out the old areas, right? But here in Pomezania, everything, you can go anywhere and you'll get treated to a nice, very nice experience. One thing I'm wondering, we have random events synced in MP, right? And we have Daniel's random events mod. I guess it would make sense if you are able to sync it up, that even Daniel's random events would be synced. Like if there's a pothole in front of you, Blah and Drive Safely should also see that same pothole. I guess this is how it should work. Theoretically. Interesting. AI is on level 1, yes. But I think the AI here in this map can be customized depending on the map author. So they can increase that as they want, even if it's on traffic setting 1. Traffic mod 2. Yeah, I'm always a bit reserved about traffic mods. Density, definitely reserved. The variety, I'm more open. Yeah, especially if it's available in the Steam Workshop, then we can try it out. Jazzycat, no, I don't want to support Jazzycat as much as I like the variety. They're also not the most optimized. This map really looks good. Yeah, definitely agree there, Grey Dog. For me, fictional maps are not bad because I don't know how the real place looks like anyway, right? I'm basically an outsider So even if you present with me a real place or a fictional place, it would look the same to me. To me, what's important is if it looks realistic, if it feels real, if it makes me believe. And this one definitely makes me believe that it's a real area. If you didn't tell me it's fictional, I wouldn't have known. And so far, FPS has been silky smooth. Yeah, we have 3 players. No John Ruda trucks though. No Frank Peru trucks or whatnot, but looking good. I remember the Ford F-Max had a bit of a performance problem back in the day, right? In the first release. I think they've optimized it a lot since then. Jessica isn't allowed. Higher in-game AI. I did at some point, 8.6, but I don't like it when there's too much traffic on the road because the AI starts acting funny. They act funny enough on the default setting, but they act super weird when you increase the traffic. They cannot cope. So they kind of get stuck on merging lanes. They get weird behaviors, even more weird than usual. So I just keep it at 1. Reforma fixes most of California and Nevada. It's still old, unfortunately. Some areas that's true, like Sacramento, right? The area in Sacramento, but there are many places that Reforma doesn't touch yet, like along the I-5 mainly, right? Many of those parts remain raw, so I just avoid it totally. It's a bit immersion breaking when you get that discrepancy in quality. Yeah, that's one good thing about Reforma. Those areas where it touches, it really improves. Just doesn't cover everything. So you still have to cherry pick the routes. This map is based on a real island. Just fake names. Which island is that? Traffic Mania I'm using actually. Because there are theories that they are one and the same person. But I don't think there is actual proof. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt, and I'm still open to traffic maniacs. Plus, I've heard allegations against Jazzycat, but not against traffic maniacs specifically. And so if they're same person, maybe a different alter ego. So his traffic maniac alter ego is the good guy. So I'm okay to support that one. But no, I'm not sure, actually, if it's the same person. There have been many, because it's very similar, right? The way of posting, the way of, oh my goodness. Look at these cliffs, guys. Jaw-droppingly good. Oh my goodness, that view. We lost drive safely. Oh yeah. My bad, I didn't notice. Yeah, he poofed. It was that smooth we didn't even recognize. Some people, the drive safely got disconnected. 1 second, let's stop here. Let me see if I can see Blah on the map. I should see him as a dot, right? Why don't I see him there? Even here I don't. He's right behind me already. I should see him on the map. Any ideas, guys? Is there a setting to enable or disable that? Can't see me either. Okay. Maybe it's a 142 thing, huh? Maybe they haven't enabled that yet. Or maybe we have a mod enabled that kind of makes that incompatible. I'm in clumpy mode, yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah, I remember this area with the greenish water looking amazing. Definitely liking this spot. Beautiful. Ooh. Just didn't see that, glad I came in the perfect moment. I apparently picked a nice route. Well, I guess, case in point, any route you pick would be nice, but still. The naturey vibe here is amazing. Speaking of naturey vibe, I just remember the Pro Mods ATS post recently. The extension on Canada. Connecting, was it Vancouver and Kamloops? Oh! Was I speeding? No. Oh, it's probably the headlights again. Yeah, because it's 1850 already. So they expect me to have headlights even with this visibility. Yield to the people of Britain in their time of need. Jack said the same thing, bro. Jack said the same thing. Yeah. We can think about it that way, yes. My goodness, this looks great. Let's take a photo, blah. I'll stop here. And then we can just stay behind and I'll take a photo. Convoy, oh, look at that. I'm as bad as Jack when he is phasmophobia. Is that the equivalent thing? I'll take it. Which angle are we using here? Definitely tell the difference. The 1-to-1 map, yeah, I know, right? Oh crap, I didn't cut into part 3. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll take a photo and then we'll see how it gets. Let's take one. Let's take one with the name tag. Take one with the name tag. There you go. In the traffic we're holding up behind. And of course we have a tilt. But I think the nicer shot might be here. That definitely tells the difference in a 1-to-1 map. Yeah. The scale, I'm not sure how to explain it, but you really feel it. The difference in the scale. It's really something. Someone's holding up the traffic. I'm not naming names. They'll panic, exactly. Thanks, bro. Curves of the roads, the width of the roads at turns. Yes, yes, and yes. Cannot agree more with that. Yeah, there is no feeling that the road is squished in it. Compressed. No feeling like that at all. Steering wheel is still shaking. Starting to get used to it. Although I think I would prefer a bit harder force feedback. We'll see. How far away is the thing? Or we're almost there? Okay. So we can cut it there, and then part 3 will be a short one maybe. We'll see how it works, where we get to. Thank you SCS for this amazing new feature. Still a bit wobbly in some places, but as always when SCS does something, it's very polished. Right? There are still kinks to be ironed out, but in its state as an open beta, my goodness, this open beta is a lot more stable, I must say, than many full release games that we have experienced in the recent times. Not naming any games, but it's not just one. It's like so many of them these days, right? So the fact that we get this kind of quality as an open beta is really, this should be the standard right here. Nice. Oh, got blue screen of death. Oh my goodness, rip. Thanks, Alex. Sorry to hear that. Drive safely. Glad you managed to join the convoy still, though. Thanks for riding along and serving as our guinea pig. I just realized for Blah, probably he's taking his job somewhere completely unrelated to where he should be going. Oh my goodness, this is a good test for the force feedback. You definitely feel it more. It's not intense like SnowRunner. Oh, sorry. Don't say bad words. It's it's not intense like some other off-road games. But you do feel it. You do feel it more. It just slipped out. Oh my goodness. Pomezania runner. Oh my goodness, there it is. I understand though, basing on the... I read some posts in the forums for the beta. Some people were complaining about the force feedback. I can imagine why. It feels very different. And I can imagine each steering wheel has to be fine-tuned. Not everything has the same sensation, right? A different motor, a different mechanism. So probably they have to be fed different values. It's going to be tricky how SCS manages that, but I trust in their process. So I believe they'll iron that out eventually. Need to put soap in your mouth. Yeah, I need to clean it. I feel dirty. Yeah. Quite nice, this one. Also, I'm hearing a lot of air suspension. I'm not sure if that's from... I'm not sure if that's from the sound mod by Max. Remember, we enabled some interior sounds in there. Whoa. Or maybe something else, but I like it. Yeah, that one. Like, I'm not sure if that's the air seat or the suspension of the truck. Nice physics. I think it's the first time I'm delivering here. Was there FFB? Yes. They actually have that kind of product, don't they? What's the name of that product? I think they use it in Flight Sim. Butt Kicker, I think. Something... It sounds like a joke actually, but it's an actual product. There we go. There, exactly, Rook. Like when I first heard it, is this guy cursing at me or something? I think I read it in the comment for first time. Like, what's he saying about me? Thor uses an FFB chair. Don't ask how bad that can get. Doesn't he have those I don't know what you call it, 3-axis range of motion kind of thing also? Look at that, he has like a ghost Pac-Man icon in there. Probably stands for no collision, huh? Where did his trailer go? Maybe he detached from it and it disappeared. Yeah, I think those are Max's custom sounds probably. kind of hypnotizing, the constant rhythm of the blinkers. And it's raining again, wow. There we go, thank you. This full motion rig, the one that actually flipped over. Goodness. Did he crash in game? And it actually crashed in real life too? Something like that? Late? Why? Just a bit, just 8 hours late. Because we slept. Let's see what this is for. Oh, this is just the log again. Hey, drive safely is back. Nice. Can we guys check out the... What do you call it? I might have to disconnect here though. I want to enable the early autumn mod just to see. You didn't screw the base to the floor. Oh. Lesson learned, is it? So apparently that screw has a purpose. Was he okay? My goodness, that sounds scary. There you go. Thanks, Alex. Let's try it out, guys. Sorry, I have to see how this works. And let's cut. Oh crap! Why am I not recording this? Am I not recording it? Maybe I forgot. Maybe we only have part 1 in the stream. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll have to use the Twitch footage then.